Andrea, your Arts for All teaching artist. This is the second video in our Sofia Valdez Future Prez series. We'll continue reading the story and we'll do another activity to go with the theme. But first, let's warm up our bodies. As we warm up our bodies, feel free to copy me as best you can. If you need to make any changes to be more comfortable or safe in your body or in your space, go ahead and do that. Start by reaching over to one side and stretch. Stretch to one side and stretch over. Reach to the other side. Reach and stretch. Then bend your knees and open your arms wide. And twist. And twist. Again, reach and stretch. Reach and stretch. And to the other side, reach and stretch, reach and stretch. Bend your knees and open your arms wide and twist. To the other side, twist. Now look up to the ceiling, look down to your toes. Look up to the ceiling, look down to your toes. To the ceiling, to your toes. To the ceiling, to your toes, ceiling, toes, ceiling, toes, ceiling, toes, ceiling, toes. Now nod your head. Say yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Look over one shoulder. Look over your other shoulder. Look over one shoulder, over your other shoulder. Look from shoulder to shoulder. Shoulder to shoulder, look from shoulder, 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 shoulder. Shake your head. Say no. And roll your shoulders back. Roll your shoulders. Roll those shoulders. And now let's move our shoulders in the other direction. Move your shoulders forward. Roll your shoulders forward. Forward. And now let's move your shoulders like a bicycle. Move your shoulders in opposite directions. And switch directions. Bicycle your shoulders the other way. Now shake it out. Shake your entire body. Shake your hands, your feet, your head, your face. Shake, 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 shake. Let's remember what we read in the last video. Sofia Valdez got things done, even as a baby. She helped Abuelo plant a magnolia tree after her mother died. As she grew older, she went door to door with Abuelo to help her elderly neighbors. Sometimes she took their pets for walks or stopped to chat and keep them company. Sofia always tried to do what she could to help her family, her friends, and her whole neighborhood. Each day, Abuelo and Pup walked Sofia to school and back and home again. One day, Pup saw a squirrel and took off running. Pup dragged Abuelo along. Sofia ran to keep up. Pup ran up to the top of a hill made of leftover junk for the local landfill. Crash! Mount Trashmore split, and they all tumbled down onto a moldy old pumpkin. Splat! Ouch! Cried Abuelo. He couldn't stand up. His ankle was hurt. Sofia helped him get home, and the next day, she had to walk to school all by herself. On the way home, Sofia glared at Mount Trashmore. This is not right, she declared. She got very angry, but she also got an idea. Blue River Creek should get rid of Mount Trashmore and build a new park. The next morning, Sofia put a sign in her yard. Sofia asked her neighbors what they thought. They all had wonderful ideas for the park. Sophia wrote them all down. That night, she made a plan for the park and went to bed.
She drifted to sleep in her soft, cozy bed. Then, bam! She woke up when a thought smacked her head. Her heart skipped a beat as she realized each one of her neighbors had said, "Let me know when it's done." They all thought Sophia could build it alone. But how could one girl do so much on her own? The weight of that thought made her tender heart ache as night thunder growled as she laid wide awake. Then dawn brought a storm and the gloomy sky wept, and the heartsick Sophia finally slept. Abuelo baked cookies when Sophia got up. He gave her a bagful and sneaked one to Pup. He blinked back a tear as he hugged his Sophia. "For courage," he whispered. "Te amo, mi vida." Does anyone know what te amo means? Te amo means I love you. Sophia's knees wobbled. She felt weak inside. She looked at his ankle and quite nearly cried. Though she didn't feel brave or courage at all, Sofia Valdez went to face City Hall. There's Sophia at the steps of City Hall. It's a big building and a little girl. The mayor's office sent her to room 401, the Blue River Creek Department of Fun, which sent her downstairs to room 302, the Office of Duck Ponds and Cool Things to Do, to the Office of Monkeys, the Department of Cheese, the Division of Fountains and Meetings and Bees, then down to the basement, so musty and cramped, where all the town's papers were sorted and stamped. And that's where the clerk said what no one else did. "You can't build a new park. You're only a kid." Do you agree with the clerk?
Sofia Valdez is only in grade 2, but she is not too young or too little to make a difference. Sophia saw a problem in her community, something that needed to be fixed. Then she had an idea of a way to solve that problem, of a way to make things better. You're also part of a community. Community is a group that you're a part of. It can be your home, your family, your school, your neighborhood, your country, even the planet. You're a part of a lot of different communities. Think of something you would like to see made better in your community. It could be in any of the communities I mentioned. Think for a while, brainstorm. What are some ways that you can make things better? What are some solutions to that problem? Once you've thought of the problem and of the solution, draw a picture of your plan. I can't wait to see what you come up with. To close, we'll be looking at the book, Insects and Me, A through Z. In this video, we'll be looking at the letter Q. Can you use your finger to draw the shape of the letter Q? And now a lowercase q. How would you use your body to make the shape of the letter Q? There's lots of different ways. Q is for queen bee. The queen bee influences her hive. Like the queen bee, I can be a leader. Repeat that. Say, I can be a leader. To finish, let's take 3 deep breaths together. Now give yourself a big squeeze and a pat on the back. I'll see you in the next video and we'll finish reading the book, Sofia Valdez Future Prez.